Hi everyone, this is Sister Mills. I'm making this video to give you a little snippet, a little look into our group project that's coming up. I know if any of you have been following our progress on this PC 102 at a glance page, you'll probably have noticed that from week 7 through week 13, we have this big long gray team project going on. And so I wanted to go ahead and address that and kind of give you a look into what that's going to be about. And so in our course, we have each of you will be put into a group. And you can access your group by clicking on this People tab. And this is just a student view, but the student the test student can actually be put inside a group. And so I'm not 100% sure what this looks like on your end, but basically what this is we have 10 groups in our course, or in our class. We have 4 or 5 students in each group. So you'll be paired with other people. Some of them may live close to you, some of them may live a little farther away from you. I have tried to put you with people that are near the same time zone as you, as so that it can help with meetings or collaborating. And so go ahead and check that out. You should be able to see the people in your group and be able to contact them. And you'll even have a group page where you can go in and be able to talk. There should be like a little discussion board there for you. Like I said, this student view is not going to allow me to show you. Um, Anyways, that should be where you can find your group members in this People tab. And what I want you to do before you start freaking out about the team project, because I know it can be a little daunting, I want you to go to our week 7. And that's when our team project is really going to begin. So go ahead and find this in week 7, the team project. Go ahead and click on that. And it has a lot of information. Really, after reading through this introduction to the group project, I don't think you'll have many questions for me. So this is going to be your first resource to see what this project is all about. It talks about how these group projects are really going to be helpful for getting hired and being able to work in a new position for a new employer. And that's the one thing that the most employers ask BYU Idaho is can these students work together online? Can they collaborate? Can they do teamwork? And so that's really what we're gearing the rest of this class towards is really learning those skills and being able to collaborate and work as a team. So that kind of talks about that a little bit. This is where it talks about the project overview, and you'll be able to read through this on your own and get all that information. But basically, what we're doing here is we are putting together everything that we've learned about so far in this class. You guys are going to be doing math. You guys are going to be building on the math that you've learned so far. And so it's going to be a great opportunity to actually use and have some practical application for what you've been learning. And so there's a couple videos for you to watch to get introduced to it. And then here's our project schedule. This is basically what each week you're going to be doing with your group, the highlights of what you're going to be doing with them. And then this talks about how in your team, you can choose whatever method you want to collaborate with each other. There are so many ways you can talk to each other. Um, Email, Zoom, Facebook. Um, you can talk in Canvas. There's that page where your group will be able to collaborate. There's so many different ways. I can't even begin to name all of them because there's just so many ways that you can collaborate. And you can collaborate synchronously or asynchronously. And that's going to be really a group decision, something that you guys need to work on figuring out together. And I would recommend that maybe there's a combination of both, but more focus on asynchronous. Collaborating at different times of day, and that'll be helpful if you, especially if your group has different time zones and um, everyone has a different schedule. So that is something that I would recommend. So in week 7, it'll go over the week's assignments. This week's pretty simple. It's basically just getting you all set up to go for your project. Um, so these are the best practices that I really want you to see in this video. Um, During week 7, you're going to agree on a communication method. That's where you're going to decide if you're going to use Google Docs, WhatsApp, Facebook, Canvas, email, whatever it is that you choose, that's what you're going to agree on. And this can change. You're going to be working together quite a bit. So if you decide it's not really working the best and you have another tool that you want to use, that's something that you can always adjust as time goes on. Agree when you'll communicate, okay? That's back to kind of what I was talking about, synchronously or asynchronously. Um, and then reevaluate your process. Be willing to change things up if you need to, if they're not working. Organization and project management. Each team should have a leader and to make assignments and keep everybody organized. Okay, sometimes you can send out reminders to make sure people are staying involved. Um, and then deciding how to handle team members who do not participate. And most of our teams are going to have a member or maybe even two or three that who don't participate. So this is a really important one because it's something that you will be facing as a group. So that's just a little look into our group project. There's a ton more information on this week 7 page that you're going to be able to read through. But each week it's going to have a breakdown. You're going to be given some really specific instructions for the week. And so I don't want you to panic. We have some really awesome members of our class. Um, I went ahead and made the groups today, and I really thoughtfully tried to plan out who was in each group, and I felt like the Spirit was directing me in a lot of those choices. And so I just want to assure you that you're going to have support. You're going to have me. I'm always here to help, but you're also going to have group members to rely on. And we have some really great members of our class that you're going to be paired with. So that's just a quick snippet and a quick look into the team project that we're going to be working on basically for the rest of the semester. So if you have questions about this, go ahead and check out that week 7 team project page, and I think a lot of your questions will be answered there. This is fairly new to me as well, but I should be able to answer some of your questions, and if not, I know people who can give me the answers. So, anyways, I'm excited to get this started and excited to see how you guys do.